Welcome friends, my name is Anirban Bhowmick and I welcome you to this course of WordPress for beginners. I was getting a lot of requests from you that to make a course on WordPress. So today I'm here to start a new course on WordPress. But before we start, what should be our first step? Okay, so let's see that. Okay, so where do we begin? The first step I tell everyone is to set up their dev environments so that they can work locally. Now you might be asking yourself two questions. What is a dev environment and what does working locally means? Okay, so let's answer these two questions. So before answering what is dev environment, let's understand the opposite of it. So the opposite is the production environment. Suppose the website which you see in everyday life like Google, YouTube, Facebook, okay, or you might have bought any website of your own from some hosting plans like .com something.com. So the website which you see live, that is known as the live website, and in our programming industry we call it as an production environment. Whereas the dev environment is a separate copy of that live website or a separate copy of our own, so that here we can work privately and we do all our debugging and solve our problems, and that won't be reflected in the live server. Okay, so here we have the option to work privately, and we can debug our things that won't be reflected in the actual .com or anything like that. It won't be shown as a live website. So that is known as a dev environment, where we keep a separate copy of the website which we want to make it live later on. So that is known as the dev environment. So now we have answered the first question, that is what is a dev environment. Now let's answer the second question, that what does working locally means. So let's see. So working locally means working on your own personal computer. So there are two things, like your personal computer, your computer, and the server. Now let's understand what is a server. A website has many files. There are a lot of files that reside in a website, and those files are kept in the server. The website which is live, the files of the live website are kept in the server, which you can access 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. It is live 24/7, guys. Okay, and there also you can and there only the WordPress also lives. Server holds all the files, and those files are always live, so you can access that any website anytime and you will get all the information, because the files reside in the server, and the server may be 10,000 kilometers from your home. You can't access the server directly, and the server is on 24/7 and 7 days a week, and every time it is on, so that whenever a person visits the website can access the information from there. Whereas when you work locally on your computer, the information is seen by you only. No other person can access the information. So you can also install WordPress on your personal computer also and work locally, and you don't even need internet for WordPress to work locally. Actually, you don't need any internet access to work locally, and only you can see what you're doing. No other person will be able to see what you're doing. Okay, so that means working locally. Now work locally within a dev environment. Okay, so what are the benefits of working locally within a dev environment? That means where you can only configure and debug your files and work privately locally. So why we want to work locally when nobody else will be able to see what you're doing? We work locally because it is the perfect condition for coding custom websites. Means suppose you have done any mistake, suppose you are working in a live project. Okay, so you have access to the server and you're working directly in the server. So once you make any changes or do some typo, some errors occur, so that error will be reflected everywhere. Whoever opens that website can see the error, because you're working in a live environment. Okay, the production environment. But when you're working locally and you make a mistake, you can debug it, right? And no other person can see that error. So if you make some typo, no problem, you can solve it. And once you have completed your whole website, once the website is done, once you feel that my website is complete, it is looking very good, then what you do, then you upload it to the server. Okay, so first complete your website locally in your dev environment. Once the website is completed, then push it into the server. Now, in order for us to work locally, we need to install WordPress on our personal computers. For installing WordPress, let me give you an example first, that how WordPress will work and what are the things that you need to install WordPress. Okay, so let me give you an example. Suppose you want to plant a tree. Okay, so you will not bring the tree and throw it in your garden and hope for it to grow. The tree will die immediately. The tree can't grow on its own. For the tree to grow, you need the soil where you will put the tree. You have to water the tree, and there should be a good sunlight falling on the tree so that the tree nourishes and it grows beautifully, right? In the same manner, you can't expect WordPress to be working on its own. You need three things for it. Number one, you need PHP. Number two, you need Apache, and number three, you need MySQL. So these three things are similar to the soil, water, and sunlight for the tree. So you need PHP, Apache, and MySQL in your local system to run WordPress. And the good thing is that we get all these three things for free: PHP, Apache, and MySQL. All these are free. So now let's see from where you can get these things. So PHP, Apache, MySQL has various installer tools. Okay, XAMPP, MAMP, AMPS, local by flywheels, Vagrant. Okay, these are the tools which you can install in your local system, and they have all this tools: PHP, Apache, and MySQL. So you don't need to install all of these. You just need to install any one of them. Like you can only go for XAMPP, or else you can only go for MAMP. These tools already have a package, and that package includes everything: PHP, Apache, MySQL, and all. So let's choose any one of them and start installing WordPress. So in this lecture, I will be using XAMPP because a lot of you might be using XAMPP, or many of you might be having some knowledge of PHP. That's why I will go with XAMPP. Let's open our browser. Okay, so come to Google and write XAMPP, 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 and hit enter. Okay, so the website is www.apachefriends.org. Open this. So see, this is the page. From here you can download for Windows, download for Linux, or you can download for Mac OS. Suppose you went to some other page and the page looks like this, then also no problem. You can also download for Windows, download for Linux, and download for OS. So I am using a Windows machine, so I will download the latest version. So let's download this 7.4.4. Click download, save file. Okay, so the download has started. Okay, the download is completed. So now let's open this file. The installation will start right now. Okay, click next. Okay, so these are the various tools you're getting with this XAMPP. So click next. Select a folder where you want to install it. Click next. Learn more about Bitnami for XAMPP. Uncheck this. Click next. Next. Okay, so the installation has started. Okay, so it might take some time. Okay, so the installation is completed, and if you wish to start the control panel right now, so let it be checked and click finish. Select it's now click save. Okay, so this is the control panel of XAMPP. Okay, so just click start right next to Apache and click start right next to MySQL. Okay, so your Apache server and MySQL has been started. So this is how you download and install XAMPP and start your Apache server and MySQL. So I will meet you in the next lecture and we will carry on with this course. Till then, thank you. Bye.